This trend, we talk it out from end to end. When the clock hits 12, you know where to be. Turn it up, Real FM, ride the frequency. Talking truth, talking change, talking all that's real. With Pierre at the wheel. When the clock hits 12, you know where to be. Turn it up, Real FM, right?
Welcome brothers, welcome sisters, welcome to our program On Target. And yes, the number to call is 442-0175. We never have a subject matter. We speak about anything. You can interrupt us anytime. No preamble. You call and you punch. Any subject matter, from the war in Ukraine and Russia to Venezuela to Grenada, any issue trending, regional, international, and your own issues, local. We are also on, we are on Real FM 91.9, 91.5, We Noise FM in Brooklyn, New York, 94.9. And we encourage you to subscribe to our program. We are local content, fighting to grow. Help us to grow. It's one thing to speak about the quality of what you have, but you must help it to grow. It costs you nothing. Subscribe, like, share. You could disagree with us. We express our opinion. Our opinion is based upon the information we have and our own prejudice. Today, while we await your call, independence is trending. Many of you here who is under 52 years was not there. But you have an opportunity to listen to the people who were there. Their views and opinions. Yes, they have their prejudice. Yes, they have the bias. But listen to the views, the pro and cons. When we speak, no holds barred. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good day to Mr. Pierre and his listening audience.
Yes, my brother, welcome.
I hope I in line, eh? I
You
really want to bowl fast today and quick.
Then go right ahead.
Yeah, we're still on the topic of Eric Gary.
Well, right up to independence, we on it.
Well, yes. I want to say to Grenadians that Bishop was no way wrong. Bishop had a very serious fight against independence. Some of us don't know, we must know our history. Bishop never wanted independence for Grenada. But he was a coward man. He used children to go and demonstrate against independence. There was a school in St. Patrick. That school was a natural GNB school, we used to call it, because Wellington Friday was the principal there. And I could tell you, I got beaten from children of that school because when they investigate in that school, they only found, imagine, they found one Gary Wright. All the other students were speaking a different language, a language which Bishop wanted to hear. But I am the only one. When demonstrations started, I remained in the school. So that's where I was marked as the only gay right in the school in 1973. So it was not an easy task. As I started last week to say some of the struggle. Independence was not achieved smoothly in this country. Some of them now come and pretending they love independence. But they don't know the struggle with independence went through. Another point I want to make again, before I leave, we Grenadians, I warning you to vote for the better team. Don't vote because you have to vote when the time is right. Vote for a leader who could manage the affairs of Grenada. Because why I said so, we in St. Patrick West have one of the worst representatives in the history of this parish. Some people sent to call me yesterday. And you know what they said to me? For the last 3 years, we was wondering who is our representative for St. Patrick West. It's only lately, because the election could be any time, this gentleman start sending to us the people what they need. So Grenadians, take note. A man forget you for 3 years of the election, and on the last to go, he pretends he know you. If you vote him, he's going to forget you again. So I'm going to keep warning Grenadians and warning my people in St. Patrick West. Do not make that mistake. We have a young man. He's not yet into the parliament, but he always puts out himself to look for the old people, the vulnerable. Whenever he get a call, he's right there. So when he will get into the parliament, you should know he's showing a very, very, very good sign of representation. So St. Patrick people, please, I'm warning you. What we had here, I don't know, as Mr. Pierre say, is a fake. Not only leaders is a fake. The parliamentary representative Patrick West also. I rest my case for now, Mr. Pierre. I will continue.
Yes, scholar. Thank you very much. Well, I have to agree with you. That parliamentary representative, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I'm extremely disappointed in him. He has done extremely badly in foreign affairs. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Hey, Mr. Pierre, how are you, my brother?
Yes, my brother, go right ahead.
Mr. Pierre, in all the countries in the Caribbean down there, with Trump and his deal, I think it's only one person came out there, you know, and it's Pamela. She was a smart one. Because looking at that, Mr. Pierre, why the Prime Minister didn't just put in what he wants, ask the United States what he wants? He might get all of them, but at least he would have come up with something. At least if you go for the satellite, it's American would have been down there having to do the maintenance. Then American money would have spending in Grenville, spending in Pulse, spending into money where we're circulating. No, we have Grenada coming in to jump up and beat the chest. The thing, they turn, they load the thing. And look what happened now, and there's nothing they could do about it. And who will stand the consequences now? The citizen, right? That's unfair. They tell you education don't become a later. If you don't have that in you, and you know, according to how they present the sky, man, they make you feel like if it's not, he's the end of Grenada. And what we end up with, we end up with disaster. And it's sad. Mr. Pierre, we live in the West. Mr. Kila cannot go in Russia and make a name in Russia. He can go in Turkey and make a name in Turkey. Nigeria has so much problem with different tribes, they wish against their own self. We're in the West. We're all surrounded. I mean, what is this guy trying to take? Where are you going with us? How we go function? How we go develop? We only take it us. Anyway, Mr. Pierre, hold it down, man. One love.
Yes, scholar, thank you very much. Our foreign policy, so much of the left wing and communist ideology in the Caribbean have influenced our leadership. And these people have not been challenged. And they are a bunch of cowards. They always hide. They cannot come out and tell you what the ideology or what the policy will be because you will not accept it. So they always hiding. Yes, caller, welcome. Caller, go ahead. We lost that caller. So they always have. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre. How are you doing?
Go right ahead. Yeah.
How was the weekend?
Great, man.
Mr. Pierre, this month, the 26th to 7th of February, we make Grenada 52 years they get independent. We want to say thanks to Uncle Gary, for fighting hard for the people of Grenada and pretty much to get independent. From 1974 to now, Mr. Pierre, Grenada has came a long way with the amongst the development that took place. And when you look at the development that took place from 1974 to up now, 3/4 of the development that is taking place in Grenada, it was done under the NMP administration. I'm saying I will name some of the development that took place and what you call the real transformation that took place from independence to now. You have the electrifying of the rural area, the electricity, pipeline water to every home. You have the ministerial complex where the government at the time see that when the people came to do business to the different ministries, they may take the whole limbs up there and they will finish. But with the vision of the Commission and the NFP administration at the time, they decided to put all the ministry on one compound, make it much easier for the people of the Carriacou to deal with business with the government. You have the bus terminal. The situation, the buses will pack up in the market among the vendors, tourists to come in the market. But with the vision of the government, they took out the bus, packed up in the market, and they bring on the Esplanade. And further development, they build the bus terminal, where the passengers, the bus owners, could go there and sit down and wait and choose what bus because they no longer go in the hot sun. They no longer in the hot sun. When they feel comfortable, then you have again the road network, the farm road. Again, where we make it easier for the farmers when they plant the crop to make it easier for them to bring in the crop. Because when you have a planting and you have a proper road to go and reap a crop, how much you could reap? Because the distance where you get to the road is difficult, is in a good way. It makes it difficult. But with the vision of the government at the time, they build a lot of farm roads, make it easier for the farmers to reap the crop. When it's like the youth, the development, the money program again, what the government did, because initiative of the NMP, that's what we call vision. And when the government see what is happening with Imani, majority of the young people that were there in Imani was the women or young girls. They give the men skills that they could learn a trade to develop themselves. Mr. Pierre, you might be so educated, academically educated, but when you have a trade, you will go and do work. You might be a good plumber. You might go you could do wire places and things. You could learn a trade, you could make money. And to have again, where we the crime. See, I think where man will get caught with one sleep or two sleep, go make jail. What the government said, okay, they expunge that so that if that happen with them, they go remove that from the name. But a man just who get that Mr. Pierre, and you will make jail for that. Just that, yeah. They remove that. And that's what kind of vision of a government that love people and care people. And this, all of them mentioned, is taking place under NMP administration. So there's more to mention.
Thank you, caller. That is enough for the day. Enough for the day. Next time you call, you'll give me 10 more. You call on the line? Yes, caller, welcome. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Mr. Pierre, I didn't know Heroes Park turned hotspot. I thought Heroes Park was for the name is Heroes Park to celebrate the early heroes. But I see it on hotspot, I see saltfish, potato, onion, garlic, all kinds of things selling down in Heroes Park.
But they don't have no hero yet, so they're using the park still to sell saltfish.
Heroes Park is Heroes Park. You're not supposed to be taking it.
But they don't have no hero yet because they don't want to put Kit Mitchell and Gary, the two heroes. Bishop was a criminal and he hid behind women and children. They can't put him. So they don't want to put Gary and Kit Mitchell and Kirani James yet. So they're selling saltfish still.
Saltfish, onion, potato, all kind of things.
They're selling saltfish still.
So down there in Heroes Park for selling saltfish.
They say a saltfish shop. They turn it into a saltfish shop. All you have to have some music now and some of the striptease they're promoting in the country. Yes, caller, welcome. They don't have no hero yet, so yes, that is the period prior to independence. And Eric Gary was the when you speak about independence in Grenada, you must speak about Eric Gary. And during this time, we're looking for the good, the bad, and the ugly. No holds back. Our people must know our history. Yes, caller, welcome. Yes, caller, welcome. We lost the caller? Yes, our people must know our history. So you can give us a call. I would like to hear the voice of Michael Baptiste, the historian, Kennedy Boudlal. Yes, caller, welcome. Caller, let's go.
Mr. Pierre?
Let's go right ahead.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Mr. Pierre, I just not for covered all the Well, about one thing.
No, I tell him he had to stop. He can't continue to call me. He will take the whole day. Right. So I tell him next time he call, he will try and extend. So you could put a few punch if you want. And you could add.
If I get Cabank, you put it on.
Cabank, why? He say he don't want to this. Why do you think he don't put Cabank? He don't want to disturb you. I know he purposely avoid Cabank because he don't want you to disturb. She said he don't call Cabank. I say he don't want to provoke you, that's why.
All right. Stop here. Government get over $60 million, you know.
Where get this money?
From Kuwait.
Is it a loan or a grant?
The Kuwaiti fund.
Is it a loan or a grant?
A loan.
A loan?
1%.
Well, I always concern when government get loan, they must invest it in the productive sector of the economy. Well, and nothing is wrong in government taking loan, but it must be invested because we cannot afford to bury our children in debt.
All right, well, invested in the hospital for Polaris.
Polaris Hospital? That is sell human parts, man. This hospital, Deacon Building, they do good. That is to harvest human parts.
You don't good for blind people.
No, it's not good. This hospital, the harvesters of human part get in trouble in Europe So they need third world countries now to set up this thing to harvest human parts.
That would be the best hospital in Grenada.
To harvest Grenadian parts?
That's an international level.
What international? That to harvest human parts. You must research what is going on in the medical industry. The amount of cooks you have there. The amount of doctors that harvesting human parts. They tightening up on them in North America and Europe. So they come to Grenada.
Let them come. You build the hospitals.
All right.
And you go get it, you might live to see the full potential of the hospital.
Well, by the time the hospital come, they're taking about 20 years to get it right. Maybe in the next 10 years, they have a small operation, bring down Africans and Latin America people here and take their part. Those people who go to the mental institute, sometimes they end up dead and they lose their kidney and their heart and their skin, etc.
Yeah, but Mr. Pierre, this government have a vision. The NFP had no vision.
Tell me what vision. You see how the guy named 5, 6 things? Give me 1 and 2, even though it's not today. Plan some of the vision of the government and please tell me.
That is one of them.
Even though you don't do it today, but next time, call me and give me about 4 visionary things.
Mr. Pierre, the vision of the NFP, they build a hospital in the sea. No, can you imagine that? You take all this money and you waste time and build a hospital in the sea.
In the sea?
In the sea there.
So what happened to it? You don't know China built a whole country in the sea?
China, yes, I know that they dump a part of the sea and put a military base. But the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, he take the hospital at Grenada and he put it in the sea.
That's not true. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Wait. Don't say that. You know better than that. You and I done tongue wrong. You know that is not true. You know that is not true. Don't say that.
In the sea, well, let me tell you something. The vision ever, Michel, he built it on solid ground.
Which solid ground? In the agricultural belt where you have flooding, put it down in color.
He could expand from miles and miles. Where can Michel have after that? You can't expand it. You can't do nothing to it. They didn't see.
They're in a good spot, color. That hospital, they're in an area where you have nice fresh air blowing, and that is very good for patients and health and sanitation and all kind of thing. Yeah, and that is controversial. Yeah, thank you, color. Yes, so the independence is always good for the young people. There are a lot of young people in Grenada that was not around the time. And Eric Gary was a very polarizing figure, and the propaganda machine of the opposition was very good at that time. Yes, caller, welcome. Caller, cut down the radio in the back. We're getting the feedback. Just cut down the radio. I know how it is. Sometimes you don't realize that and you start to talk. So go ahead now. All right, the caller going to call back. So some people must ask some questions. A lot of negative was recorded against Gary, and we have enough time now to be more logical. Yes, caller, welcome.
Yeah. So I was listening to news there here, and now mentioning something about breakwater, but a couple of years ago, and that was put against breakwater. So, but I don't know how people could be so hypocrite. It's talking so nice, like they could have that regular, and but the same man was criticizing him. He destroyed monk around the beach. He bring all camera, all kind of thing, and so today the man wanted to have more festival there. And it's a very program on Saturday. It was very low.
It was low.
Very low.
Right.
And the man mentioned about the hospital. This hospital, they 100 years in the same spot, you know.
Yeah, they
100 years.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know, Christian didn't lead and go somewhere else. The same area, I just developed a break on the old colonial hospital, build this new hospital and all different wing, you know. And he know that, you know. I'm sure he been there already too.
Yeah, they're just propaganda. The NDC like to sit down in the lab and make propaganda, you know.
And the Prime Minister up to Dubai again, so take care.
Yeah. So yes, I sometimes when I listen to the individuals now who propagating the breakwater, Kit Mitchell take a lot of lash for this breakwater. And I was disappointed in a lot of the people in St. Patrick's. They did not help defend the issue. Yes, caller, welcome. Caller, go right ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, go right ahead. We're hearing you.
Yes. So, Mr. Pierre, how are you?
Great, man.
All right, my brother. Calling from Carriacou.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
right?
Yeah.
Right now, we have plenty issues happening in Carriacou, and we don't hear the people from Carriacou calling the program and talk. But you have a very good program. So today, I make it my duty to sit down home and listen to you and to call the program and to put it out there so the people in the diaspora and outside the world could listen. The nasty that taking place in Carriacou as we speak. First of all, the Pitamatic Health Center can't finish. Up to today, can't done. They get $200,000 from DECOL. Clinic can't finish. You say that so in March you're going to done because you don't have no place to store material, which the whole world know that's a big lie. Those guys are then just continue lying and fooling people in the diaspora and they feel all is well. Look at this. Big sports going on right now, the mini stadium in Carriacou, no roof. Friday coming, they have big inter-house sport. Big sports going on in the mini stadium. No roof, nothing to cover. So everybody who's going to look at the sports sitting down over the rainbows, everybody have to run, go somewhere, get under some tent or something to get shelter. Kevin just destroying Carriacou more than how it is like the Swetsy is burial path back again. And right now Carriacou have a serious problem and they're not looking into it with water. Water is a big issue in Carriacou and they're fighting to have big festival, carnival coming up in the next 2 more weeks. Big carnival in Carriacou and people don't have no water to bathe. They're taking all the water from the well and pump it in hotel, guest house in Carriacou and people don't have no water to cook. Bottled water instead for Tevin Andrew and his team find a solution to help the people in Carriacou to send water to Carriacou. They're not doing it. Back in the days with every Nimrod and them, they used to make sure Baja water come in Carriacou, put up black tanks, water, everybody coming from every village and full of the tanks of water and everybody okay. No, nothing like that. And Tevin Andrew fight for Carriacou. The people put trust into Tevin and Tevin neglect the people in Carriacou and Petit Matnik. He just throw them down. Tevin buy boat, he buy house, he buy car, he buy land, all thing he buy. And he just neglect the people in Carriacou and Petit Matnik. But we're waiting for him, election coming. You come and sit down and play to hug them old people. And though you don't get rid of some of them, you play and come and hug them and say, vote for me, but you won't get it again. You won't get it again. You will never get it again. Mr. Pierre, the Tam CC school in Carriacou, marched down during burial. Kevin Andrew didn't even find it fit to cover that roof, build back that school so the children could stop the trouble to come to Grenada. You had children getting kicked out of rent house in Grenada. Landlords have such like spotting for them. Some of them afraid to go home. Students just call me, so I'm not making this thing up. Students just call me and tell me that. But you just speak to Tam City School in Carriacou so children could get a better education in Carriacou instead of they coming to Grenada and see so much trouble. They don't see that in the makeup. Even as you tell us about the fire truck, remember the fire truck?
Yes,
Up to
man.
today, the fire truck cannot meet in Carriacou. Up to today, no fire truck in Carriacou. It's just rumors and just lie. Sometimes Fisher folks are in trouble. You can imagine Emily Pierre to leave Grenada. She has said that constantly go to feed the matter and talk to the Fisher folks and give them courage. Don't worry, that will happen. Things will happen. The Prime Minister Tevin living right there in Carriacou and not that they're going to talk to the Fisher folks and them. Tevin not leaving no hopes for anybody. It's only gimmicks. And the worst about it, look at the people that has been wrong. Tevin Andrew, big principal and teachers. When Tevin saying that police, because police and they have big meeting, teachers in front clap it, ex-principal. You could believe this? The people in Carriacou taking politics and make it a joke. This is not a joke thing. If Tevin Andrew is doing so great for Carriacou, then we're going to release him up, we're going to chase him up. Tevin not doing anything for Carriacou Pitamatic, willing to better himself, put money in the pocket, having a talking, arguing the money, Tevin destroy all the pack in Carriacou. Right now, they have a big jetty building in Windward. As we say, they didn't have to build this expensive jetty right now. They could have just maintained the jetty, make it temporary still, and start to build roof so the boats could just come inside of windward and offer them school children to go to school and use this money and help cover roof. You say 200 houses damaged during burial, and you get $180 million. $180 million all you get, and all you cannot cover 100 roof in Carriacou, a year and 7 months now, and the people in diaspora want to clap and stamp their foot and say, people need to get up and stop going to the minister. The money belongs to the people of Grenadian, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And I want to say it loud and clear that the people in the diaspora who believe that we depend on NDC to build houses for people in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, no, this money is our money. That's the insurance money. I understand the commissioner said, well, they asked him about the money. He said, oh, he's saving the money for rainy days. Rain fall whole last week, we get rain. We have seen no money spending. We having problems in Carriacou, and I find the Carriacou too low, too quiet. People bawling with their mouth closed in Carriacou. And as I speak, Carriacou really need help with water. Water. Carriacou need water. They don't have no water. And some of the people in Carriacou taking this as a joke. The houses in the Dumfries. People don't have no water, people messing all about in the bush. When they go in Dumfries, people mess to smelling down there. Because they don't want to flush toilet. So they have to go and use the bush and poo-poo. Then the kind of struggle, people struggling in too, and they don't go around and talk to the people. And the minister not traveling, having a talking time, going to Union, go St. Vincent, go in St. Lucia, and when people sleeping under tent still. Imagine the amount of people under tent. You can imagine we in February and a Build Back Better House kind of start yet in Carriacou. You can imagine Kevin Andrew on national TV saying that so they need help to build house. Where is the
180 million? They had enough money.
And then Mr. Pierre, not only that, the amount of people who donate money for them. Yeah. The amount of donation they get to pass $180 million. Are you making people struggle so? And if I could boast and say just 200 roofs or 200 houses to fit back in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, why are you can make it so easy? Have the money. That wasn't Ivan time. You have to go and search for money. Kimichel had to go and beg so. Kimichel insure Grenadian with everybody in it. So the money is our money. Oh God, we need to fix Carriacou. Carriacou should be one of the best islands right now after burial.
Yeah, because in all fairness, if you have 200 houses that's damaged and $50,000 assistance was given to each house, they're going to finish a long time?
Long time. And then they brought to come out on TV. Tevin said his own mouth. And right now, Tevin make a video that he asking for aid. He asking for help to be.
Well, the gentleman said, when lose or draw, he fixed for life, you know.
Well, Mr. Pierre, he
so,
alive.
Yeah.
He alive. Okay, right now, if you watch you know, you see the big boat pack up right there.
Yeah.
The big boat pack up there, so he okay.
Yes, caller. Thank you very, very much for calling, because we used to get
I will call again.
We used to get 1 or 2 calls from Carriacou, so we're very, very happy.
Nice. They didn't do that. They didn't call. Yes. Okay.
And we know Carriacou was seriously challenged. We were speaking about Carriacou very early because by the 5th of July, we had the women who lost their job, men too, but we concentrated a lot on the women who lost their job in Carriacou. And then, yes, caller, welcome. Go right ahead, caller.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Mr. Pierre.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, something I heard the Prime Minister said, and I cannot take back, that going forward, that you're looking for to design
and build bridges and roads, and they're going to get the money when they finish.
Yes. I see something is wrong with it.
These people are only finding ways to thief the country money.
That's what I'm saying.
They are only finding ways for corruption and to thief in the country. So that means they bypass all bidding law.
Yeah.
Every time a project is more than $100,000, you're supposed to have public bidding. So they bypass that now. So they're giving some people the opportunity to build roads and bridges, and they're getting money after. So if LDC wins the election, whichever government that come will be burdened with millions of dollars for crooks.
But look at it. Look at the danger in that. There's no institution, no bank, nobody in the diaspora, nobody even local that is so stupid to tell a contractor, design a house, build it for me, I don't go pay you for it. I mean, people have more sense than that. So we know our contractors, they had to put 5 steel, they put 1 steel.
Yeah.
They use that. So who?
It's really banditry. It's a group of crooks we have.
I never hear no.
Where select these crooks?
I mean, who come up with that kind of idea? Really and truly.
Big Mitchell? I tell you, it's a fake we put in power. Yes, caller, thank you. Erika asked who could come up with this idea. Who? Yes, caller, welcome.
The voice of one crying out in the wilderness.
You have the right medium to cry.
How are you, Senior?
Great, man.
Senior, listening to the caller before this one, as utility to the present situation in Carriacou. I always have a passion for.
But I know you would.
Yeah, property in Carriacou.
You know, I spend a lot of time walking up there too.
Yes, 11 years, you know, man. And Carriacou is a place I love. But you know what is sad? 1 week after burial pass, $118 million. Plus, there was a lot of financial contribution to burial for the people of Carriacou and P.T. Matnick. And when I heard Andy Williams say he spent $40 million in Grenada, Build Back Better, and $20 million in Carriacou, I was taken aback. Senior, as you know, Carriacou and P.T. Matnick was devastated. Right now, you have people in P.T. Matnick that does not. The majority of people in P.T. Matnick do not have a shelter. And you know what is sad? A man like Tevin Andrew, who came on the radio and national television and said he had $2 in his bank account. While the people of Carriacou and P.T. Matnick are suffering, look the prosperity of Tevin Andrew. While the people of P.T. Matnick do have a shelter, while there are people in Carriacou that are still under tent, Tevin by boat. While some of them children cannot go to school as they're supposed to, you buy car. While the people in Carriacou and P.T. Matnick are suffering for water, you buy land, you buy house in a short space of time, boy. And you came to add insult into injuries. You said, win or lose, you fit for life. By God will punish you. Have a good day, Senior.
Yeah, well, you have to understand that Deacon Mitchell, based upon the information we have, decided he have to be a billionaire. Well, he was already a millionaire. But the other ministers who was thousandaire, they decided they want to be millionaire too. So this thing is a free for all. It's a grab. When the guy said he spent $40 million in Grenada to rebuild houses, if one of the houses costs $50,000, then he should build a number of houses. We should have seen houses that have been built. About 800. Some of the houses are unfinished. Yes, caller, welcome.
Mr. Pierre, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, you know what is really hurtful in this country? After Sir Eric Matthew Gary built so many schools in this country, then we have Dr. Mitchell build a number of schools. They try to educate our people. They try their best. Then the whole set of crooks in Grenada come together. And the sole Grenadians are pie in the sky. And Grenadians bought that line, hook, and sinker. And one should ask themselves, why is it that? Is it that our people stupid or something gone wrong with them? You know what I think? Our people turn their backs on Almighty God. That is the problem. So they become fools. That when a man come and sell pie in the sky, they took the bait. Line, hook, and sinker. And now, these crooks and them, all they're doing is fooling their pockets and making the poor get poorer in this country. And a small group getting rich. At the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen in this place. Because as far as I see, everything just keep on going down the drain, down the drain. So Grenadians need to wake up. Wake up. There is only one source of wisdom, and that is from Almighty God. Don't trust no man. Don't put your trust in man. No religious leader or anything like that. Pray to God, seek wisdom from him. And when election time comes, in fact, before the election, wake up and see what is happening and take the right decision. Mr. Pierre, have a good day, sir.
Yes, scholar, and to a certain extent, I agree with you. A lot has been done in Grenada, and people try to water down the achievements of Keith Mitchell and Eric Gary, and to promote the worst government that ever passed in Grenada, NDC. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Go right ahead, caller.
How are you doing today?
Great.
Well, I'm happy that we're in the month of February, and I'm grateful to be alive. I'm on top of the world. And this is where we want Grenada to head and feel on top of the world. Of course, I know they want, and I know Deacon Mitchell's wish is for Grenada to feel on top of the world, feel that they have the power to empower themselves and feel that government giving them the opportunity, even the citizens of Grenada, Carriacou, and Martinique, the opportunity to empower themselves. By the recent programs they've been having, like PANSCOM, cricket competition, launching the creative arts, trying to make sure every household in Grenada, at least one member get a university education, a degree or something to the sort. I mean, that initiative was not really pushed by any other administration. Maybe the revolution, and the extent and the vigor and the manner in which Deacon Mitchell administration did it, I mean, you have to give him some credit for that. And I honestly think, again, as a cultural man myself, a lot of the artists will tell you that the past administration, they never raised the price of, for example, look at you have Calypso Monarch, the price was raised, Soca Monarch and all that. Look at you have the creatives doing so much. We have a lot of roads being built. And it will not be honest of me if I say the past administration did not build roads. But I cannot and would not be dishonest on the air. However, what I'm stating is, in the short time that Deacon Mitchell, as the Prime Minister of Grenada, the amount of work he did in many fields, he should be given much more credit. For example, when they came in, the state Grenada was in terms of the ministry need to be repaired, police station, playing fields, and so much thing that should have been done. For example, look at down the building jetty in Petit Martinique, and so much work is being done for that short time. Don't forget one thing. They were called babies. They were called novice. They were called people in pampers. They were called that basically, and they stated that you parachute and so forth. He had no experience. But he's showing that no matter what folks are saying, that he has intestinal fortitude, he has vision for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, regularizing of teachers, and a host of other things. I mean, look at in the past. You have administration cannot give account for millions of dollars being wasted and go down the train. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Caller. Yeah. I spent about 40 years in the public service.
And
just a while. And I've been in the trade union at the highest level. So caller, when you're making statement about regularization of teachers, this is not a new initiative. This is a program that continues by every government.
Again,
So,
there you go.
and
I mean,
so-
what I'm saying is, again, you know, that's why I laugh sometimes, Mr. Pierre. I mean, you're an intelligent fella.
Well,
And what I'm
this thing
saying
I've caller.
Yeah.
This thing sometimes I get pissed off when people clouting this intelligence. Somebody the most dumb people I meet in Grenada, they're highly literate.
No, that's
So
perception.
caller, when people criticizing Deacon, you have not challenged anybody yet on the criticism we have put against Deacon. The government come in power, and the government have done some things. We say,
I have told you,
we
you
said,
were wrong on many occasions, and you're not accepting.
caller, we said the Prime Minister of Grenada is telling too much lies. Listen, another one, you talk about accountability. The government is giving out contract, and contract over $100,000. And where is the bidding process?
Mr. Pierre, I heard you pointed out and say the Prime Minister said a lie when he said that by a stroke of a pen, regularization will happen. No, we all know the bureaucracies, and the fact remains.
Then why he said that?
Hold on. The fact remains is that teachers are regularized, and the past administration over the years they did not do that.
That is not true. That is caller. That is not true. You don't have to mislead the public. Regularization in every government that come, some people have been regularized.
You said some people. I mentioned the teachers.
Yes, caller, the teachers too. Every government that come, teachers have been regularized. Every government.
Every conversation has a context and a content. And in the context in which I'm speaking, that's what I'm speaking about.
Okay, caller.
He said he regularized the teachers and they are doing it, and he wouldn't just happen overnight.
Okay.
Not so? Not so?
Okay, caller.
Let's be honest about it.
You see, I would have loved to hear you speak about new initiatives from the government. But if it is some
new initiative, Mr. Pierre,
so
creative as a new initiative, but creative is a topic in itself. The creative is a big industry. It's so broad and it's so wide. That's a new initiative that the past administration, which you back, will never part and parcel of, and that is a fact. You can't deny that. And if you give me the chance, I could explain a lot of things.
Yeah, well, you're taking a long time to explain, and then when we ask your question, you're not zeroing on it. So it's taking a very long time.
Because you're asking me open-ended questions.
So let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Tomorrow, call me back and speak about the creative arts. What the government has done, what new initiative they have in the creative arts and the creative.
Again, then it goes.
You want to do that tomorrow?
What initiative?
I'll
call you.
Call
you. So how long you want me to talk for? How long you want me to talk for?
We don't debating again. When I offer you the chance to debate, you run.
No, because you
want I offer you a chance to debate, I run.
I don't drink rum.
Well, okay. Well, I offer you a chance on the radio to debate. And then you run. So call me back tomorrow and speak about the creative arts. I'm really interested to know what the government has done in relationship to the creative arts that has been different. You understand, caller? Thank you. I really would like to know how the government announced these creative arts, and I would like to know what is the new initiative. So call me and give me 3-4 things or more in new initiative that the government has created, has established for the creative arts. The number to call is 4420175. And as we say, you speak on anything, but we also open to hear individuals about independence. Because yes, caller, welcome.
Good day, sir.
Yes, caller, welcome.
Yeah, I think you must know that voice. You must know that.
Yeah, pick up your voice long time.
Right. These people, they are monetizing this program. This guy.
Yeah, but what we do, caller, we don't mind. Sometimes we encourage people. We want both sides to hear both sides' voice. So generally, somebody could call back and counteract what they say, but we believe that we have to hear both sides' voices.
Okay, right. But let me get mine here.
Go ahead.
What I want to ask is, do they have any checks and balances in Grenada in the finance department as to how the monies are being allocated, and does the opposition knows how the money is being spent? I'm going to hang up now because I realize there's only like 10 minutes left on the program.
Yes.
So I want you to address that before I go, please. I'm going to hang up now. Thank you.
And that is the last caller. And that is our last caller. That is what worries me the most. The check and balances. And why I say that the last time the NDC was in power, they left $110 million unpaid claim in the treasury. They sold 13 pieces of property. They sold land that did not belong to them. And they sold shares they didn't have the legal authority to sell. They collect NIS money and they did not pay NIS. And they put the economy in free fall. Now the next government come, work with the International Monetary Fund, the unions and the private sector, and had a structural adjustment program. They put guardrails. They legislate economic discipline. One of the guardrails was no minister, no one cannot give you a contract for more than $15,000. Any contract over $15,000 have to face bidding. That was to avoid corruption, avoid the temptation of ministers, and make things more accountable. And you have to have at least 3 bidders. This government come and they tear down the guardrails. So now they expand it to $100,000. And based upon what we are hearing, they are giving out massive contracts and no bidding taking place. Like the contract in Cloget. They gave a contract for $90,000. So, okay, that don't have to face bidding. But the contract was subcontracted for $50,000. So that means the contractor gets $40,000. And the person who did the contract finished it in 4 days. The government established MIT. They had a new minister, a new permanent secretary, and a new SAS. We heard that they were drawing out money and paying people money cash. This thing don't happen in the ministry. That a PS draw out money, and I don't know if she have it in her desk or the cheese, and she giving people $15,000 for job done. The Minister of Finance came on the radio and he said some people get money, and when they're broken, they're going to take out $400 or $300 in the bank. We heard that a contract was given for $20,000 to build a boathouse. Well, they put wall pillars. But the electrician have his own contract. The plumber have his own contract. And the painter have his own contract. Some of the things you hear in this country, it make your blood run cold. I've heard the cry of Oma. They're building a bathroom and toilet for. I don't know what that costs. Maybe it can cost more than $15,000. They started the project. But when they heard Oma say she don't voting for them again, they stopped. After about 2 months, the hole full up with water, Oma bawling because mosquito go kill her. That one I got directly involved in it. I went to the NDC office and lobbied them. They start back. But they're going slow. Well, what kind of contract is that? We heard stories that individuals are moved. You don't know where you're working. This morning they send you in Grenadian. 2 days after that you're in Montrose. Next day you're in St. Andrews. I have spoken to one individual. He said the method they're using is wasting time and costing more money to build a bathroom and toilet. So it seems that the accountability, the guardrails have crashed. You heard the cry of the minister of the whistleblower, Lacrette, who went to the prime minister and complained that there is too much corruption in national lottery. The prime minister fired Lacrette because I understand the man in Lotto is the prime minister's friend and he can't go against him. And you heard the prime minister's statement on the photogenic one when she was interviewing him. We heard about the massive corruption in gravel and concrete. The Grenadian Development Bank, the solar passport, the deal Deacon make with Peter David, all through the country, one word you're hearing, corruption. Now people speaking, even some of the workers are shocked. They have never seen that. Now, I go back to the sacrifices that the government call on the union and the workers to make. And they made it. And that is the reason we legislate economic discipline. This is a serious issue. Small countries are ending up in bankruptcy because of poor management. So the previous government legislated economic discipline. And Deacon have to be the corruptor in chief. He is systematically dismantling it. Now Deacon say individuals going to build bridge and design it and etc. So he bypassed the engineers in the Ministry of Communication and Works. And they're going to get the money after they build it. So Deacon is hoping that when he leaves office, he'll leave the economy in free fall again. And millions of dollars of unpaid claim in the treasury. Something have to wrong with us. It makes no sense that we hear all these acts of corruption going on and we still applauding the government. Even if the government do one or two things that is good, the government is squandering the money from the country. $110 million unpaid claim in the treasury when they came in power, when they left power in 2013. So as a people, particularly now that we're celebrating independence, we need to be more concerned. Because if you don't have economic independence, you will be on your knees begging financial institutions and sacrificing our children's future. Thank you very much for listening to us. Always remember to support our program and subscribe. And we're back with you again tomorrow as soon as the clock struck 12. Thank you.
When the clock hits 12, you know where to be. Turn it up, Real FM, ride the frequency. Talking truth, talking change, talking